Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our first narrator. She's one of our most respected Oscar-winning actresses. Please welcome Dame Helen Mirren.
Just 6 months after the coronation in 1953, a marathon program of state visits started with Bermuda and went on to include 11 other countries. That was a taste of things to come. Canada is the country she has visited most during her reign. As head of state, she is always escorted by her beloved mounters. The Queen has visited the Americas on numerous occasions. Occupying over 16 million square miles and stretching from the Arctic to Antarctica, this vast continent comprises North and South America and their associated islands and regions. Onwards now to the United States of America. 11 presidents have met and been entertained by the Queen, from Eisenhower to Barack Obama. Each one has had their own special relationship. One of America's most striking images is the Wild West. So what better way to represent the big country? In 1975, the Queen traveled to Mexico. She arrived in Cozumel on the Yucatan coast, on the peninsula, on the royal yacht Britannia, and was then flown on to Mexico City for the start of a 6-day visit. Please now welcome from Mexico the Delfines Marching Band and the Compañía Tenochtitlan Dancers. In 1968, the Queen undertook a tour of Chile. That one visit to Santiago is fondly remembered by all that were there. And in memory of that, they have flown over 7,000 miles with their horses to be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chilean Huasos. On June the 2nd, 1953, a young princess was crowned our queen. She was just 27 years old. This was the most public coronation ever witnessed and was watched the whole world over. It was the beginning of an unprecedented odyssey that has so far taken her on 261 overseas visits. She has met more people than any other head of state and covered hundreds of thousands of miles by land, sea, and air. For the past 60 years, the Queen has devoted herself to serving her nation. Her love for this country is unconditional. Her lifetime of work, steadfast and faithful. Your Majesty, I speak for many millions of hearts and minds when I say we salute you, we thank you, and we collectively say, long live the Queen.
So, as this evening draws to a close, Her Majesty the Queen and His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh leave the Royal Box to meet some of tonight's performers. Leading the Australasia section was Rolf Harris. Sanjeev Bhaskar was the narrator for Asia. Performing with the pipes and drums of the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards, Susan Boyle. Our narrator for the Americas, who flew in especially from Los Angeles to be here tonight, Dame Helen Mirren. And someone who only just made the lineup. Yours truly. As the Queen and the Duke prepare to leave the arena, the band plays one of Her Majesty's favourite tunes. From the musical Salad Days, We Said We Wouldn't Look Back. Perhaps on this one night, she did. Without doubt, tonight has to be one of the highlights of the Jubilee celebrations. The world has come to Windsor, and we wish the Queen well in this very special year.